Hi, my name is Nathan, and today we're going to do a comic book review of Vampirella vs. Purgatori, issue number 5, brought to you by RatedComics. Let's get to it. In this last and final issue of this comic book, we begin in this book with 250 years into the future, looking galactic, kind of cool looking. Purgatori, we see future Purgatori saying that she's conquered all or whatever, and I'm the only god left, and I made the world a vampire's playground. But behind future Purgatori, we see Lilith pulling the strings. Now, if you follow the previous issues, which you can check the playlist at the end of the video, link in description, Lilith has this game going on where she thinks she's going to win with all the 36 purest people in the world when she turns one to a vampire and they all get corrupted, and that one gets corrupted and starts going on a killing spree. She wins. Now back in Detroit, we see Lilith with Undyne trying to use her mind to distract Purgatori and get into Purgatori's mind to see what she is doing. And now in the Shadow Realm, we see Purgatori and Hell going at it. And Purgatori is like, now after all these years, I have you, Hell. The war is over. I win. Now she tries to kill Hell. And then meanwhile, we see Lilith. It was as simple as that. The moment you devoured a god and became one was my moment I used to place my seed and rule deep in your mind and rule this world. See, Hell is thinking when Lilith wins and goes on this killing spree, Hell thinks she's going to have all these souls coming to her realm. But it's just like a twisted game it's just a twisted game that Lilith is playing. And to me, it just looks like she's playing this game because she is just bored. So Hell's like, no, and Hell disappears. Like, what the? That wasn't supposed to happen. And even Purgatori admits, future me, you didn't warn me about this. What is going on? So there's these skeletons, these skulls here. The truth we can tell will answer you thrice. All you have to do is pay our price. Purgatori's not having that. Get out of my face with that bull jive. Meanwhile, Undyne is like, I can't tap into where Hell is at because Hell is in the realm of the dead where the sane living cannot follow. I cannot do this. This is too much for me. But Lilith is not having it. And then Vampirella comes in, saves the moment, I guess. But now they have this banter of, what the heck are you doing? Get away from me, Vampirella. Mother's got bigger fish to fry. And Vampirella is not having it. Decks her own mother. How dare you? Mother decks her own daughter. How dare you? Meanwhile, Lilith goes to Undyne and says, find her and tell Purgatori. Vampirella one-ups her mama. It's like, and then Vampirella tells the problem is you were so focused on toying with me because Lilith sent Vampirella on a fool's errand with trying to find all the 36 purest people in the world. Meanwhile, while Lilith had one and tried to corrupt that, see the previous issue on that, Vampirella realized the games that her mother was playing. So meanwhile, Vampirella's like, okay, well look, you're going back and forth trying to do what you're doing, but I had a plan and I took advantage of it. And here's what it was. The plan was this. I gave Salamander a message for Hell. I told him to tell her it was a message from you, and I set him up to be killed by you. See previous issue. That little idea, that little proposal, whenever you try to corrupt the 36 purest people in the world, if you killed one, it doesn't create anything. It's just another one will go in its place. Therefore, when you turn one into a vampire, they can't go on that killing spree. And in a strange twist of events, Vampirella divulged who the remaining Sadiskin are, the 36 purest people in the world. And if they were killed before any of this would happen, new ones were born, new game will begin, and nobody wins. Lilith won't win because Lilith won't, corrupt one of the 36 purest people in the world. And Hell won't win because no new souls or those souls are going to come to her realm to make her more powerful. And then Purgatori won't win because she can't devour her god. So it was a very twisted deal and very clever, by the way. So we go through the book, more dialogue ensues, and I got to say, hey, the mama and daughter fight was really cool and really out of bounds on this. But with that being said, this issue does open up and end with Purgatori getting her own issue, and hey, looking forward to that. I thought this was cool. This is one of the first issues I was really interested in, 1 through 5, not to disregard the other comics, but sometimes there's just a lot of comic book and a lot of content to go around. So with that being said, what'd you think of the comic book? Comment below, let me know. If you want to get a copy of your copy of your Vampirella vs. Purgatori comic book, go ahead and get your copy, link in description. If you like the content we're throwing up, you know what to do. At Rated Comics, we do comic book giveaways, cool comic book related content with the occasional comic book giveaway. I already said that. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.